Hello, Dr. Flynn. This is Justin Liller, and this is my NoSQL Hello World sampling technology presentation. Um, as far as the environment is concerned, I used IntelliJ IDEA, and I used the MongoDB plugin, well, the MongoDB that you had linked on the Blackboard. I went and found the plugin used for it and installed it in IntelliJ. And with that, I created a localhost server and created a database in IntelliJ. And if I type in show collections here, I created a students collection, and then db students find shows you I just inserted some first and last names of people in the class. And if I type .pretty, that organizes it in a similar JSON format that I entered. And just another command that I found. Just brings my name up because I was the first one in the database. It's nothing too fancy, but it just shows that I could create a collection in a database and use some commands with it. Issues I had with this project as setting up the database environment was a little confusing at first. I had to resort to YouTube to show how this one person set it up using the MongoDB like you suggested. I am familiar with MySQL from Dr. Moson's class, so like that wasn't much of an issue, but the initial setup was kind of rough. So yeah, finding the environment was an issue, and the only other issue I had is I never really worked with .json data and how to format it correctly, and that took me a little bit to get used to. I found some stuff on GitHub of some different formats, and then W3 schools here had this JSON example, which really helped me, and I just kind of changed from students or employees to students and used that. Here's the command prompt I was using to set up MongoDB. As you can see, I have the file path here and the directory. I ran the database using MongoD, and there was that error because then I had to make the directory using /data, and there's another text, excuse that. And then once I made the directory, because there's an error because the directory wasn't found, I ran MongoD, and that set up the initial server on my computer. And that let me go into IntelliJ and use all this information here. Example of when a developer would use this technology and why. NoSQL seems like a really easy database. Like, I don't know if that's just because I'm used to it already, but it seems like a really nice way to set up a database. So pretty much any application these days that needs to hold any sort of amount of information, which I would assume would be every application, you could use NoSQL just for user data, just anything. Yeah. So yeah, that's my presentation.